struggling to fall asleep. Even after a long, exhausting day, you're not alone. Countless people spend nights tossing and turning, trying to find that elusive rest. But what if I told you that everything you've been doing is actually making it harder to sleep? In the next few minutes, I'll reveal the proven sleep tips that will have you falling asleep faster, naturally. No more tossing, no more frustration. Ready to finally sleep like a baby. It's funny how something as simple as food can turn into a hidden villain in our bedtime story. Picture this. You've had a long day, finally kicked back on the couch, and now you're tempted by that spicy leftover pasta calling your name. But here's the catch. Eating heavy, fatty, or spicy meals too close to bedtime can be like inviting chaos to your sleep sanctuary. It messes with digestion, throws off your circadian rhythm, and quietly blocks the door to deep sleep. Instead of slipping into dreamland, your body goes into digestive overdrive, and that's no bedtime routine worth repeating. There's something almost ironic about it, isn't there? We crave comfort food to wind down, yet winds us up. Those midnight snacks may feel cozy in the moment, but they often wage war on your sleep hygiene. Your body, trying to unwind, now has to deal with indigestion, acid reflux, or that weird pressure in your chest at 2 a.m. That's not just poor planning, it's self-sabotage disguised as comfort. And for those struggling with insomnia relief, this one shift could be the game changer. A peaceful gut leads to a peaceful mind. That's where better sleep habits are born. Now, let's get real. Nobody's saying you have to go to bed hungry. The trick is in the timing and the type. Light snacks like a banana with almond butter or a warm glass of oat milk can actually support your sleep meditation and ease you into that sleepy zone. They're gentle, calming, and won't crash your system just as your brain's trying to produce melatonin. It's not about deprivation. It's about choosing what serves your body best in that sacred window before bed. Food is energy, but energy needs direction. For many people, changing this one habit, simply avoiding those greasy, spicy, or overly processed late-night meals, feels like reclaiming control. It's a signal to your body, hey, we're shutting down now. Time to switch into rest mode. That shift builds consistency in your circadian rhythm and teaches your brain that rest is not just allowed, it's expected. The body begins to trust your bedtime routine again. Trust is everything in this relationship between mind and body, and it starts in the kitchen. And if you've ever tossed and turned wondering why sleep feels like a battlefield, take a look at your plate. Sometimes the answer isn't in another sleep supplement or a complicated ritual. It's in removing a sneaky disruptor that's been there all along. This small step holds immense power. But here's the real secret. It's not just about removing what harms. What you choose to do with that space next makes all the difference. Imagine this, your bed as a sacred place, a temple of restoration. But too often, it becomes a cluttered command center. Emails, social media, late-night Netflix binges, even unfinished work sprawled across the covers. The brain is no fool. It makes associations faster than we realize. So, when you bring the chaos of the day into the same space meant for deep rest, the lines get blurred. Your mind stops recognizing the bed as a cue for sleep. And suddenly, falling asleep becomes a negotiation, not a natural descent. People underestimate the power of consistent environmental cues. Just like how the smell of coffee signals morning or how dim lights signal winding down, your bed should whisper only one thing: sleep. Or okay too, sleep and sex. That's it. When the brain knows what to expect in that space, it responds with precision. This is a cornerstone of better sleep habits, and it sets the tone for all other natural sleep remedies. Trust me, even the softest pillow can't undo a confused routine. In a world wired for multitasking, single-purpose spaces are underrated, but essential. Think of it as training a puppy. If every time it lies on the rug, you throw a ball, it learns to play, not to rest. Your brain is that puppy. If every time you're in bed, you're scrolling through stress or watching loud dramas, it learns stimulation, not relaxation. So if insomnia relief feels like a distant dream, maybe it's time to reclaim your bed's identity. one breath, one night at a time. Sleep hygiene isn't just about what you do before bed. It's about how you define the space around it. You can practice all the relaxation techniques in the world, but if your bed screams office or entertainment hub, your brain won't get the memo. The transformation starts with boundaries. Let the bed be your signal to slow down, to reset, to drift into something deeper than just sleep, something healing. You're not just changing your bedtime routine, you're redesigning your relationship with rest. And once your mind begins to associate your bed with serenity again, something incredible happens. It starts to crave it, not out of exhaustion, but out of habit. A good one. One that makes the journey to deep sleep tips a little smoother. And with that shift, the whole night starts to look different. But even that won't matter much if you're still unknowingly fueling your wakefulness during the day. Caffeine. It's the friend who shows up when you're dragging and somehow convinces you that everything will be fine. One cup becomes two, maybe three by late afternoon. But here's the twist. That friendly boost? It lingers. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 7 hours, which means that 3 p.m. espresso could still be dancing through your system at bedtime. And just like that, your quest for insomnia relief hits another wall. Wired yet tired, eyes wide open when they should be softly shutting. There's a delicate rhythm to our days, a natural rise and fall of energy that mirrors the sun. When we fight that rhythm with constant stimulation, energy drinks, sodas, just one more coffee, we override the body's natural cues. And naps, if handled carelessly, can do the same. A long nap late in the day, that's basically asking your brain to reschedule bedtime. The secret isn't avoiding naps entirely, it's mastering them. A quick 20 to 30-minute recharge early in the afternoon can actually improve sleep quality at night. Most people don't realize how intertwined caffeine habits and poor sleep hygiene are. They'll say, "I'm just not a good sleeper," while sipping a Vinny cold brew at 4 p.m. But the truth is, that drink may be the very thing stealing their deep sleep. It's not about living a caffeine-free life, it's about timing. Respect your circadian rhythm. When you work with your body instead of against it, even your downtime starts to feel more powerful, more intentional. That's how better sleep habits are built. Choice by choice, hour by hour. There's also a mindset shift here. So many folks rely on caffeine to push through fatigue, when fatigue itself is a message, not an enemy. Maybe you need more movement, or maybe your bedtime routine needs adjusting. By tuning into these signs instead of masking them, you give your body a chance to actually restore itself. No stimulant can replace the kind of energy that comes from true, consistent, natural rest. That's what real wellness feels like. Steady, not spiked. And once you start clearing those stimulants from your late afternoons and replacing them with mindful breath, a bit of fresh air, or even a short walk, you'll notice it. Your body starts responding. Your mind begins to settle earlier. But all of this still hinges on what you're doing with your environment, especially as the sun starts to set and the screens start glowing. There's something almost magical about how light talks to your brain. As the sun dips, your body begins releasing melatonin, your natural sleep whisperer. But then, bam, your phone lights up, a TV flickers, laptop screens glow like mini suns, and suddenly, your brain gets confused. Wait, is it morning again? Blue light, especially at night, messes with your circadian rhythm like a DJ skipping tracks in the middle of a slow dance. The result? Restlessness, delayed sleep, and that maddening feeling of being exhausted but unable to drift off. Here's the science most people never get taught. Your body craves darkness to prepare for sleep. Blue light delays melatonin production, keeping your mind alert when it should be winding down. That's why sleep hygiene isn't just about what you do, it's also about what you see. Simple changes like switching to night mode, dimming your lights after sunset, or wearing blue light blocking glasses can send a clear message to your brain. Hey, it's time to slow down. Think of it as dimming the lights before a theater show, the sleep show starring you. And yes, it's hard. Our world is made for stimulation. Late night emails, social media loops, endless content. But when you protect your evenings, you're not just helping yourself fall asleep. You're building a sanctuary for your nervous system, a place where relaxation techniques actually work because your body isn't fighting artificial signals. This is how you create real bedtime routines that stick, not through force or willpower, but by designing your space for softness, for stillness, for surrender. Let the evening become sacred again. Replace that final scroll with a stretch. Swap the screen for a book. Try a little sleep meditation, even if it's just 5 minutes of quiet breathing in low light. These rituals don't just lead to sleep, they lead to peace. And peace is what makes natural sleep remedies actually take root. You're not just hacking your sleep, you're resetting your biology gently, night after night. And once your light environment supports you instead of sabotaging you, you'll begin to notice deeper rest, fewer nighttime wake-ups, and a smoother slide into dreamland. But even the most peaceful light can't help you if your body's burning up or freezing cold while you sleep. Picture this. It's late at night, you're snuggled in your blanket, but something feels off. Maybe your feet are cold, or your body is too warm. You toss and turn, trying to find that sweet spot where your body can finally relax. But no matter how much you adjust, the discomfort lingers. That's the thing about temperature. It plays a bigger role in sleep than most people realize. The perfect room temperature is crucial, but so is the temperature of your body. Getting both just right can be the key to unlocking deeper, more restful sleep. Your body has its own internal thermostat. When it's time to sleep, it cools down, helping you slip into a state of relaxation. But if the room is too warm, or if you're bundled up in too many layers, your body struggles to release heat, and that signals to your brain that something's off. A warm environment feels cozy at first, but too much heat can lead to restless sleep and waking up in the middle of the night. On the flip side, if it's too cold, your body works overtime to keep warm, causing tension and discomfort, preventing you from fully letting go. That's why finding the perfect balance is a deep sleep tip worth focusing on. The ideal sleeping temperature for most people tends to hover around 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. But here's the secret. Your body also needs warmth where it matters most. Warm feet, for example, can help you fall asleep faster. Try slipping your feet into a pair of warm socks before bed or using a heating pad for a few minutes. Not only does this signal to your body that it's time to relax, but it also helps to maintain a steady body temperature as you drift into slumber. It's one of those natural sleep remedies that's simple yet effective. In addition to your body temperature, your room itself plays a vital role in creating the right environment. A cool room is ideal, but it's not just about the air conditioning. Make sure there's no draft or direct cold air blowing on you while you sleep. Use light, breathable sheets and blankets that allow your body to regulate temperature naturally. This combination of a cool room and controlled body warmth creates a serene environment for rest, where your bedtime routine becomes a true invitation to unwind. So, as you fine-tune your temperature, keep in mind that it's all about comfort. A room that's too hot or too cold can throw off the rhythm of your night, while a balanced environment works in harmony with your body's natural processes. This kind of peaceful atmosphere doesn't just promote a good night's sleep, it nurtures the deep, restorative kind of rest that leaves you refreshed and recharged. But even a perfect temperature won't help if your body's still overstimulated or if you're anxious as you approach the night. Imagine waking up to the soft, golden light of dawn, the world outside still quiet, and your body gently coaxed awake by the warmth of natural sunlight. It's a simple scene, but one that can transform your entire day. The morning light is not just beautiful, it's essential for setting your circadian rhythm. You see, your body's internal clock, the rhythm that regulates your sleep and wake cycle, is influenced by the light you get early in the day. And here's the magic. Exposure to natural light in the morning is like telling your body, it's time to rise and shine. When the sun rises and hits your skin, it triggers a cascade of biological processes that promote wakefulness and alertness throughout the day. This burst of sunlight helps to stop the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone, so that you can feel awake and energized. It's the first step in resetting your internal clock, signaling to your body that it's time to get active. As a bonus, morning light also helps with the production of serotonin, which elevates your mood and supports overall well-being. The key here is not just any light, but the bright, natural kind that only the morning sun can offer. For those struggling with insomnia relief, this is a game changer. Many people are unknowingly throwing off their circadian rhythm by staying in dimly lit spaces or, worse, basking in artificial light from screens all day. These habits confuse the body's natural signals, making it harder to fall asleep at night. But by simply getting outside and soaking in the sun's rays in the morning, you're aligning your body's natural clock, which can drastically improve your ability to fall asleep when the time comes. It's about taking charge of your sleep hygiene from the very first light of day. But you don't need to spend hours in the sun to reap the benefits. Just 15 to 30 minutes of exposure to natural light, preferably within the first hour of waking up, can do wonders. It doesn't have to be a big event. Take a walk, sip your morning coffee outside, or simply stand by a window where the light pours in. The important thing is to make it a consistent habit. Over time, your body will begin to recognize that morning sunlight is the signal that the day has begun, and it will start to adjust accordingly, making your nights much smoother. As you incorporate this simple practice into your mornings, you'll notice the difference. Your energy will peak during the day, and when night falls, your body will be primed for sleep. But natural light is only one part of the puzzle. It's also about what happens as evening approaches and how your environment starts winding down. Think of your bed as your sanctuary. It's the place where you rest, recharge, and recover after a long day. But here's the thing. If your bed isn't set up to support you, it's like trying to run a marathon in shoes that are 2 sizes too small. You need the right gear, the right environment, and a bit of thoughtfulness to create a space that's designed for optimal sleep. And this isn't just about aesthetics, it's about function. Your mattress, pillows, blankets, and even the room itself need to work together to create the perfect sleep cocoon. Start with the basics, the mattress. A mattress that's too soft or too firm can cause discomfort, tossing, and turning, which prevents you from entering deeper stages of sleep. The goal is to find something that supports your body, aligns your spine, and helps you settle into the night. A good mattress, while an investment, pays dividends in the quality of your sleep. Combine this with the right pillow, one that cradles your neck and supports your head in a neutral position, and you're already setting yourself up for success. Small adjustments like these can drastically improve your sleep quality, making it easier for you to fall into a relaxed, restful state. But don't stop there. Your sleep environment, temperature, light, and even sound plays a huge role in how well you sleep. Consider blackout curtains to keep your room dark, especially if you live in a busy area or have early sunrises. A dark room signals to your body that it's time to sleep, helping your brain release melatonin and get you to sleep faster. And if noise is an issue, white noise machines or earplugs can help drown out distractions. These simple tools allow you to create a space where you can truly rest rather than fighting against your environment. It's also worth considering how your environment makes you feel emotionally. Is your bedroom cluttered or calming? Does it invite rest or contribute to stress? Sometimes, even the smallest changes, like keeping your bedroom neat, adding a calming scent with essential oils, or incorporating soothing colors like lilac, can transform your space into a sleep-friendly zone. And remember, creating the right sleep atmosphere isn't a one-time thing. It's a commitment to nurturing your environment over time, ensuring that it remains a place that promotes deep rest and relaxation. As you invest in your sleep gear and environment, think of it as a long-term strategy for your well-being. The right surroundings not only enhance your bedtime routine, they also reinforce your body's natural sleep signals. In turn, this helps you drift off faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling rejuvenated. But even the best sleep environment won't be effective if your body is overstimulated when you climb into bed. And that's where your evening routine plays a crucial part. Have you ever found yourself lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, wide awake, even though you know you should be asleep by now? The clock is ticking, your mind is racing, and the more you try to fall asleep, the more elusive it becomes. It's a frustrating experience, but one that many of us face at some point. The secret, however, isn't in forcing yourself to sleep. It's in learning to respect your body's sleepiness signals. When you listen to these subtle cues, falling asleep becomes far easier and more natural. Your body is constantly sending you signals that it's ready for rest. It could be a heavy eyelid, a sudden yawn, or a feeling of warmth creeping over you. These are signs that your body's circadian rhythm is in sync, and it's asking you to slow down. Unfortunately, in our busy lives, we often ignore these signals, pushing through tiredness with caffeine or staying up late to finish just one more thing. But this can backfire. By not respecting these natural cues, you disrupt your sleep cycle, making it harder for your body to get the deep rest it craves. The trick is to recognize these signals and act on them promptly. If you're feeling sleepy, go to bed. Don't wait until you're exhausted and fighting to keep your eyes open. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to fall asleep. And if you find yourself in bed, but unable to sleep after about 15 minutes, don't just lie there frustrated. Get up and do something relaxing. Maybe read, meditate, or do some light stretching. This relaxation technique can help reset your mind and body, making it easier to drift off when you return to bed. By respecting your sleepiness signals, you start to build a more natural and consistent bedtime routine. Your body will learn that when it's tired, it's time to rest, which reinforces a healthier sleep-wake cycle. Over time, this leads to improved sleep quality and helps you avoid the trap of endless tossing and turning. The key here is consistency. If you listen to your body and go to bed when it's time, you'll begin to sleep more soundly, waking up refreshed and ready for the day ahead. It's also worth noting that respecting your sleep signals is a practice that becomes more intuitive the more you do it. The first few times, you may not recognize the signals right away, or you may be tempted to push through. But as you continue to honor these cues, you'll find that sleep becomes easier, more restful, and more rewarding. Of course, sometimes the brain doesn't shut off as easily, and that's where techniques like sleep meditation can come in handy, preparing you for a deep, uninterrupted sleep. We've all been there. After a long, stressful day, you might be tempted to pour a glass of wine or take a sleep aid to help you unwind and fall asleep. While it might seem like a quick fix, there's a hidden cost to relying on alcohol and long-term sleep medications. These substances can give you the illusion of rest, but they're not providing the restorative sleep your body truly needs. In fact, they can actively disrupt the natural sleep cycle and make it harder for you to get the deep, rejuvenating sleep you're after. Alcohol, for instance, may help you fall asleep faster, but it significantly reduces the quality of your deep sleep. It blocks your REM sleep, the stage where your brain processes memories and emotions. Without enough REM sleep, you might wake up feeling groggy and mentally foggy, even after several hours of sleep. This constant disruption can cause long-term damage to your sleep hygiene, leaving you stuck in a cycle of poor sleep that doesn't leave you feeling rested or recharged. It's a frustrating paradox. Alcohol may help you get to sleep, but it doesn't help you stay there in a healthy way. Long-term reliance on sleep medications isn't much better. While they can help in the short term, they often lead to tolerance, meaning you need more to get the same effect. Over time, your body becomes dependent on the medication, and without it, you may struggle to sleep at all. Furthermore, many sleep aids don't allow you to achieve the deeper stages of sleep that your body needs for full recovery. You end up waking up feeling unrest, and the cycle continues. This dependency can undermine your bedtime routine and disrupt your ability to fall asleep naturally. So what can you do instead? The key is to focus on natural sleep remedies that support your body's natural rhythms. Relaxation techniques, such as breathing exercises or progressive muscle relaxation, can help you unwind without the need for substances. Melatonin supplements, used sparingly, can help reset your circadian rhythm, but it's best to rely on light exposure and a consistent sleep schedule to regulate your body's internal clock. These methods are far healthier and more sustainable in the long run. If you're finding it difficult to sleep despite your best efforts, it might be time to reevaluate your lifestyle habits or consult a healthcare professional for personalized advice. But one thing is clear: Relying on alcohol and sleep medications for long-term rest isn't the solution. By focusing on healthier sleep habits and giving your body the tools it needs to sleep naturally, you'll find that the quality of your rest improves, and you wake up feeling refreshed and truly recharged. Anxiety can feel like an invisible weight, holding you down and preventing you from getting the peaceful, deep sleep you deserve. You might toss and turn, mind racing, as the worries of the day or even the uncertainties of tomorrow crowd in. The truth is, anxiety is a major barrier to quality sleep, and without addressing it, no amount of deep sleep tips or relaxation techniques will be enough. But the good news is, you have the power to manage that anxiety and create positive, sleep-promoting rituals that can help quiet your mind before bed. The first step is to acknowledge your anxiety without letting it control you. It's easy to get trapped in a cycle of overthinking, especially when the world feels overwhelming. But by creating a habit of mindfulness, you begin to break that cycle. Journaling before bed can be an incredibly effective tool. Writing down 3 things you're grateful for or reflecting on the day's positive moments can shift your focus from anxious thoughts to calming, positive reflections. This simple bedtime routine helps rewire your brain to associate the end of the day with peace rather than worry. Another way to manage anxiety before bed is through sleep meditation. Guided meditation can lead you through a series of calming visualizations or breathing exercises, helping to slow your heart rate and ease tension in your body. These rituals send signals to your nervous system that it's time to relax, allowing your body and mind to transition from alertness to restfulness. Over time, these rituals become ingrained, and your brain learns to associate certain actions with sleep. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to slip into a peaceful, uninterrupted slumber. But anxiety isn't just about the mind. It's also about how your body responds to stress. Engaging in relaxation techniques, like progressive muscle relaxation or deep breathing exercises, can help release built-up tension in your muscles. This practice not only relaxes your body, but also signals to your brain that it's time to wind down. By incorporating these techniques into your bedtime routine, you're creating a ritual that not only manages anxiety, but also prepares your body for a restful night of sleep. Lastly, don't hesitate to seek professional help if your anxiety feels overwhelming or unmanageable. A therapist or counselor can help you uncover the root causes of your anxiety and provide tailored strategies for managing it. Remember, anxiety may always be a part of life, but it doesn't have to control your sleep. By creating positive, relaxing rituals and being mindful of your body's needs, you'll pave the way for better sleep hygiene, peaceful nights, and, most importantly, a healthier mind. Now that you've discovered these proven sleep tips, it's time to put them into action. Imagine waking up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day every single morning. But the real question is, will you take the first step toward better sleep tonight? Don't let another restless night go by. If you found these tips helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on more life-changing advice. And while you're at it, turn on the notifications so you can wake up to new videos that will help you improve every aspect of your life, starting with your sleep.